So yeah, one thing I've always wondered is that, you know, one of the difference is that you guys definitely had a point where you kind of blew up with your YouTube and everything, which was like kind of unprecedented in our community. What was that like? Because I've always had this gradual growth where I've never had a point when, you know, I suddenly just woke up one day and a month later I gained 100k subs or something like that.
Right. I think because you guys at one point got like 250,000 subs in 1 month. And I think that's the most that...
I think hers was bigger. I think, the max I ever got was like 150, 200k in a month.
Yeah.
That was when you all started collabing then.
Yeah, and then I think your biggest one was almost like 400k in a month, right?
Yeah.
You had like 100k in a week.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I remember that too. Like, as I think I said it earlier in the podcast, that like when I called you, I wanted to throw up because, like, I don't know. It's like I knew I wanted to do YouTube, but then once like you see that number going up, I suddenly felt like someone pushed me in the middle of a stage and said dance. Like,
right.
And then all of a sudden there was just like this huge amount of pressure over a video that I didn't even really take that seriously. And then
because I remember like you.
Vocaloid.
The Vocaloid one.
Oh,
Because I remember you made like a video which was like, you know, those good old like obligatory like thank you for 100,000 subscribers.
I remember,
and then literally a week later,
I made a 200.
You made thank you for 200,000 subscribers.
I did do a 200k, and then like I think a week later I was like, should I do the 300k? I'll just say it in passing in the video. So yeah, no, that was really crazy. And I still can't believe that happened like over 6 years ago. But I mean, maybe I wasn't really part of the anime community itself to really feel what that must have felt like, especially for you, like where you've been in it, like really heavily invested. I was in AMV, which is like a tier of its own. So I wasn't really, I watched like a lot of like your older stuff on that old account, but
Schoolgirl 101.
on the Schoolgirl 101. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I commented on one of those old videos, but other than that, like I was just more focused of like what I was supposed to do. And like that, by that point, Joey and I had already like made a decision that we weren't going to work out. So I was just very much on my own thing and he was doing his own thing. But yeah.
Yeah, because you've kind of like transitioned, I've like talking to you like more recently, you've definitely tried to transition away from just doing anime content. Like, was there anything that pushed you to do that, or was it just like your interest kind of diverged a bit?
No, I think it's just because like everything I do now is stuff that I'm just honestly genuinely interested in. And like I said before, like anime just puts Japanese culture in front of you, and that's why I called myself an otaku channel, just because like I'm not here to really give an analysis on an anime. There's so many other YouTubers that I think can do the job better than me. So
I mean, even though you technically started in that field, though,
yeah.
right?
I know, yeah, it was,
everything you didn't know about was technically an analysis.
But I mean, I didn't go doing that series to think like this is going to surpass everyone. I just did it because it was fun to do at the time. But yeah, I don't know. Totally forgot what you had just asked.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that basically every anime YouTuber we know now is trying to do their best to move away from anime content.
Okay, yeah, now I remember. So I don't know. I think it's just also it comes with being a personality. I have that privilege that I can, explore, and I know that everyone's going to be okay with it as long as I'm in it. And so I just do stuff I genuinely like to do. Yeah. Unlike when it was anime, I felt like there was a lot of pressure that I have to talk about a specific anime, and then like have to talk about like what's hot right now. What is something I can say that no one else has said? When you're just personality and the world's your oyster, things are a lot more easier for you.
I think anyone who gets like boxed into any type of content eventually feels like, oh, I want to do something else, but my audience,
it's literally me.
Yeah, I think every single YouTuber like goes through that. Well, not every single one, but every single YouTuber's definitely thought about doing other content, and it's either makes a second channel to do that content or changes their current.
I guess like I almost was on that path of like kind of almost becoming a top 10 channel with the Everything You Didn't Know About series, and I was like,
it was a huge thing back then.
Yeah, it was a huge thing, but I was like, I don't want to keep doing this. So I like slowly, like I just thought it was just natural to just show my face, and the face that I decided to put myself in was the Vocaloid one, which I think also helped perpetuate my subscriber count at that point, because now you could see who was the person that was talking about this shit.
Yeah.
So then through that, people wanted to know me, so then I still did Vocaloid, but in between between I had fillers of who I was, and then eventually I gradually got rid of the Vocaloid stuff and just wanted to do my own stuff. And now that I'm in Japan, I was like, what anime fan doesn't want to go to Japan, and what anime fan doesn't want to go to, like, you know, different types of cafes? So I was like, I'm gonna just do just that, because I know that my audience wants to do this stuff, and I feel like I'm kind of like their, what is it? Not gateway in. I'm like
introduction.
Yeah, introduction. They're living vicariously through me, I guess, through this content. And yeah, I don't know. That's just the way I feel.
No, I get that, because like, especially one thing that makes me uncomfortable with my own content is when people kind of see us as, like, say, ambassadors of anime, where like, I'm just a guy who just has an opinion. But
what did Geeks Lost call us again? The heroes of anime?
No, but it makes me uncomfortable when people are like taking my opinion really, really seriously when I say like
your word is gospel?
Yeah, like I like X or like Y, and people are just like, yo, Gigux said it, he ruined this community or something. And it's just like, dude, it's just I know as much as I'm just memeing. I know as much as anyone else.
It really says something when like the audience takes your opinion more seriously than you take your own opinion.
Yeah, right? Exactly. And I feel that way with just not my, my content, but with the Trash Taste as well. When some people take what we say on Trash Taste very seriously, and sometimes we do talk about serious topics, but when it's just something about anime or something, I'm just like, come on, dude.
Who cares? It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.